my gosh, I gotta get back inside.
Sérieux, une herse accrochée à un arbre, mais c'est quoi ce bordel? Ah, putain, regardez-moi cette installation de fou, sérieux.
Around 7:21 a.m., while photographing the still waters of the Thames, a Reddit user's brother's partner, an experienced photographer, captured something eerie. In the image, a faint human-like figure appeared in the water. She was adamant that no one was there when she took the shot. Had there been, she wouldn't have even pressed the shutter. At first, the photographer thought it might just be a duck or a swan, but both she and her partner confirmed no birds, no people, nothing was there. And yet, the strange figure lingered in the photo, unexplained. While exploring a beach in Kauai, a Reddit user and their friend Amber stumbled upon something unexpected. Right where Amber was standing, the sand sloped down into what looked like a sharp corner, almost like the edge of a buried wall, or possibly even a door.
Cool, so at the edge where Amber's feet are though, kind of it goes into a
Corner.
a what, Amber?
Corner.
Like a corner. So we don't know if it's like a door or what, but we haven't found the end of it. And all we have is that shovel.
And it's deep.
We have is that shovel in our hands, and it's taking a while. We're trying to see if we see any writing on it or something.
Nothing here.
We need a big ass shovel. But this is pretty cool though, I mean.
Yeah.
They couldn't find the end of it. All they had was a single shovel and determination. After hours of digging, the massive concrete structure still refused to reveal its bottom. As the sun began to set, they had to stop, leaving only a small part visible above the sand. No markings, no symbols, no clues, just a giant, mysterious object buried on the beach, its purpose and origin completely unknown. Got any theories? Drop them in the comments. We're dying to know what you think this could be. While hiking the Appalachian Trail in North Carolina, a woman paused to snap a quick photo of the morning fog illuminated by the rising sun. Everything seemed calm, quiet, even peaceful. But when she later looked at the picture, something chilling caught her eye. Through the mist, barely visible, was the silhouette of a figure standing alone on the trail. She was sure no one had been ahead of her. The path had been silent, deserted. So, who or what was out there that morning? This guy was exploring Pocomog Forest, one of the most haunted places in America, infamous for its eerie history of vanishings and unsolved murders. While filming and talking about the forest, he suddenly got that spine-tingling sensation, like he wasn't alone. Then, it happened.
Algo hay aquí porque nomás de repente es un silencio total. ¿Oyeron? ¿Oyeron?
Right behind him, something, or someone, seemed to be moving in the trees. He never turned around. He never found out what was lurking out there that day. And honestly, maybe that's what saved him. Late one night, deep in the Appalachian region, a woman and her child were startled by strange, unexplainable sounds echoing from their yard.
I just heard some really strange noises outside, so I'm just gonna take a quick look. I live in Appalachia, so this is probably not a great idea. What is that? I don't even know. I guess I'll just take a quick look.
Curiosity tugged at her, but caution lingered in her mind. Still, she grabbed her phone and stepped outside. At first, nothing seemed out of place. But then, something caught her eye. The air around her felt heavy, like it was holding its breath.
I don't even know. I guess I'll just take a quick look.
Where did that spawn go?
There's a skull there? Oh my gosh. What the heck? Why is there a skull here? Hello? Hello? Oh my gosh, I gotta get back inside.
Without waiting to learn more, she bolted back inside, slammed the door, and locked it tight. Had someone deliberately placed the skull there to scare her? Or was something far more sinister unfolding in the shadows of the Appalachians that night? While hiking deep in the mountains, this person stumbled upon something truly chilling, a forgotten clearing hidden far from any trail, filled with weathered graves dating back to the 1800s. Even more disturbing, most of the headstones belonged to children. Why were these graves placed in such a remote, isolated spot? And what tragic event could have claimed the lives of so many young souls all at once? While hiking the Appalachian Trail, a Reddit user stumbled upon something truly bizarre, a pair of wings, likely from a pileated woodpecker, tied together with fishing line. They weren't just discarded on the forest floor, they were fastened to a pine cone and wedged carefully into the trunk of a tree. It didn't feel like a random discovery, it felt deliberate. Was it part of some strange ritual? A warning left behind? The mystery was as unsettling as it was fascinating. While cruising through a forest trail on his bike, this man stumbled into something straight out of a nightmare, a booby trap.
Sérieux, une herse accrochée à un arbre, mais c'est quoi ce bordel? Ah putain, regardez-moi cette installation de fou, sérieux. Et merde! Non! Me dis pas que je suis filmé! Ah putain, allez, heureusement que j'ai toujours mes petits gadgets avec moi. Hop là! Viens par là, toi. Voilà, ça t'apprendra à me filmer. Putain. Sérieux, mais faut vraiment être un fou pour faire ce genre de piège, hein. Putain. Bon, je vais vite couper ça. Ça évitera que quelqu'un d'autre se le prenne. Tic, voilà. Là, tu me feras plus chier. Ah. Oh putain. Allez.
Deliberately set up right on the path. The big question is, why would someone do this? Some believe he may have unknowingly ridden onto private property, and the trap was a cruel way to keep bikers out. That theory alone is chilling. Others think it was all staged for internet clout, a viral stunt gone too far. Let's hope that's the case, because sadly, this isn't the first time something this unsettling has happened in the woods. A Reddit user recently recounted a chilling experience from their friend's remote home in the Appalachian Mountains. A man had been staying there when things took a strange turn. For 3 nights in a row, at exactly 3:18 a.m., there were 3 distinct knocks on the front door each time, without fail. The dogs would erupt in a frenzy, barking at something unseen. And then, just as suddenly, everything would go dead silent. An overwhelming sense of being watched crept in, lingering even during the day. On the 3rd night, his friend decided to snap a photo outside. When they adjusted the lighting, the image didn't offer much clarity, but one thing was certain. There was something out there. Something watching. Something waiting. But what was it? Adrian Montenegro. 02 thought he was just capturing a wholesome family moment during a trip to the mountains near Monterrey, Mexico. The video shows a peaceful scene, someone gently swinging surrounded by nature. But when the family watched the footage later, they noticed something chilling. In the background, a pale, human-like figure can be seen lurking near the tree line, barely moving, almost like it was watching them, or hiding. Since the clip was posted, viewers have gone wild with theories. Some are convinced it's a skinwalker straight out of native folklore, while others believe it might just be a recluse or homeless person living off-grid. So what do you see an eerie legend come to life, or something more explainable? 4 friends ventured into the heart of a dense forest, drawn once again to a crumbling, long-abandoned castle, a place where, on a past visit, Strange and chilling events had already shaken them, but this time they came prepared. Flashlights in hand, cameras rolling, and a cross tucked into a backpack, just in case. The moment they crossed the threshold, everything changed. The air turned heavy, almost suffocating, pressing down on their chests. Goosebumps raced across their skin as a cold shiver snaked down each spine. They laughed it off at first, nervous jokes masking the growing tension, but something was undeniably wrong. As they explored the dark, echoing halls, the atmosphere thickened. Their unease turned to dread. Later, while reviewing the stairwell footage, they spotted what they'd missed in the moment. A shadowy figure lurking just beyond the corner, watching. Still, they pressed on, determined to reach the attic. That's when the whispers began. A woman's voice, soft and clear, drifting through the air like it was meant only for them. Shaken but alive, they made their way back to the car, only to glance back one final time. And there, staring from an attic window, were glowing yellow eyes, horned, unblinking, and burning through the darkness. They ran, fast. None of them have ever returned. And to this day, they still wonder, what did they really see in that castle? While wandering through the lonely backroads of West Texas, a man stumbled upon a sight that sent chills down his spine. In the distance, standing dead still on a deserted lease road, was a mysterious figure draped in a long white gown. Something about it felt deeply wrong, unnatural. As he cautiously approached, the figure vanished right before his eyes, dissolving into the air without a trace. It wasn't a statue. It wasn't a person. So what was it? While out walking his dog in the remote Appalachian woods near his home, a Reddit user stumbled upon something deeply unsettling. Driven by curiosity, he brought it back with him, but the stench was unbearable, and he quickly tossed it before his dog could get too close. Probably a wise move, because whatever it was didn't just smell foul, it looked evil. Was it some form of witchcraft, or something even darker? A few years back, a Reddit user took a peaceful solo stroll along the beach under the glow of a full moon. The night felt calm, serene, nothing seemed out of the ordinary. But just recently, while revisiting a photo from that evening, they spotted something chilling. In the bottom right corner of the image lurked a dark, humanoid figure. The user swears no one else was nearby. Still, as unsettling as it is, there's always that slim chance it was just another person, right? A group of fishermen were stunned when they discovered a man calmly perched on a small floating patch in the middle of the ocean off the coast of Belize. Despite being stranded in a life-or-death situation, he radiated an eerie sense of calm as if he had all the time in the world. There were no signs of panic, no cries for help, just quiet composure in the face of danger. How he ended up there remains a mystery, but his surreal stillness is what truly left everyone speechless. Thankfully, rescuers reached him in time and brought him back to safety. But one question lingers. Who was this man? A family was enjoying a peaceful day by the shore, snapping a photo of their daughter to capture the moment. But when they looked at the picture, something was off. Behind her stood a strange, pitch-black shadow, unnaturally dark, with no clear source and nothing nearby that could have cast it. It wasn't just eerie, it felt wrong. A camera glitch or something far more unsettling. Back in 2022, a Reddit user posted a chilling photo from a fog-covered beach in Cape Cod. The image captured what looked like a figure rising straight out of the misty ocean and into the sky. It wasn't just fog or a weird lighting effect. It looked human, almost supernatural, too clear to be a coincidence. So what was it? A trick of the light, pareidolia, or something else entirely? During a chilling paranormal investigation at one of the most infamous haunted sites, something truly unsettling occurred.
We're here to talk to you tonight. Don't forget.
Out of nowhere, a metal rod levitated into the air, then crashed to the floor. It happened just behind the medium, sending a wave of shock through the entire team. Without wasting a second, they raced upstairs to check the footage, eager to uncover the truth. Was it just coincidence, or had a spirit just revealed itself? While out on a trip, this man checked his trail camera and what he found was chilling. For 3 nights straight, a tall, thin white figure appeared in the footage. The strangest part? The dogs didn't react at all. No barking, no growling, nothing. If it were a person or even an animal, wouldn't they have gone crazy? There was no pole, no tree, nothing that could have cast such a shape. So what was it? Paranormal activity or just an eerie trick of the light? You decide. While hiking through the eerie silence of Bell Island, Newfoundland, a place known for its long-abandoned iron ore mines, a traveler captured a series of photos. At first glance, everything looked normal, but later, one image brought them to a dead stop. In the frame stood a mysterious figure, appearing to wear an old miner's helmet, light and all. It wasn't a blur, it wasn't a bug, and according to the hiker, they were completely alone when the photo was taken. Could it have been another visitor hidden from view? A trick of sunlight through the trees? Or something else entirely, something that never left the mines? There's no second photo to double-check. No way to go back. Just that lingering, skin-prickling feeling that whatever it was, it didn't want to be forgotten. TikToker Carter Booth and his friend thought they were alone on their camping trip until they reviewed their footage. Hidden among the rocks, 2 mysterious figures were silently watching them. The eerie discovery left them deeply unsettled, shattering their sense of safety in the wild. In 2011, 2 campers were soaking in the beauty of Colorado's wilderness on what seemed like a perfect sunny day. But their peaceful trek took a terrifying turn when loud, unexplained banging sounds suddenly echoed around them. They froze, scanning the landscape for the source, but no matter where they looked, there was nothing. As if the mysterious noises weren't unsettling enough, just moments later, a massive earthquake rocked Colorado. It left everyone wondering, were those eerie sounds a chilling warning of what was about to come? A hunter in Pennsylvania set up a trail camera deep in the woods behind his van, hoping to catch footage of the local wildlife. But when he reviewed the footage later, he was horrified by what he saw. Instead of deer or raccoons, a lone figure dressed in a clown costume emerged from the darkness in the dead of night. Thankfully, the hunter wasn't harmed, but the chilling encounter nearly scared him out of his wits. TikToker Joe Fells, known for surprising his wife with adventurous trips, planned a remote camping getaway, but things took a terrifying turn.
Lodge Explorer.
Huh? What? What?
What is that?
What the fuck?
That was not there last night.
Nah, that shit wasn't there last night. We pulled up here. I come over here and set up this solar thing last night.
In the middle of the night, they discovered a rock placed next to their van, scrawled with the chilling message, "I will kill again." Shaken, they called the Forest Service, but got passed to the sheriff's office. Even the police seemed unsure how to handle it. While seeking help, they ran into a strange local who ominously hinted that nobody does anything out here without my approval, and he wasn't happy someone freelanced. Despite their fear, Felds and his wife returned to grab the rock, only to find another camper at their old spot. They warned him, and luckily, he was armed and unbothered. Before leaving, they thoroughly checked their van for hidden trackers, just in case they were being watched. What started as a simple trip turned into a real-life horror story. Sam recently shared jaw-dropping footage of a gorilla troop wandering into a human camp. With their heart pounding, a wildlife photographer managed to capture every intricate detail from the gorilla's curious expressions to their fascinating interactions. It's 1:40 in the morning and two friends are cruising down a deserted road. The darkness around them so thick the trees lining the sides are barely visible. Suddenly, something stirs in the shadows. Curious and a little uneasy, they pull over and aim their headlights into the woods.
I love cruising through here. Going through the canyon. Yo, what the fuck?
Hey, I see
Thought I
something
saw some
black
shit.
over there, homie.
Nah, are you kidding me? Nah, nigga. Should I check it out? Nah.
Fucking make a right, homie. Let's just see
Wait,
what's
what
up.
the
I
fuck?
see something over there.
Thought I saw something too. Let's see if I can get it on camera. Whoa, what the fuck? Yo, can you see that shit too?
That's a witch, nigga. That's still be thick.
Hey, what the fuck? Yo, what the fuck is that shit, nigga? Get the fuck out of here.
Let's get the fuck out of here, nigga. I'm not trying to get possessed.
At first, there's nothing, just silence and empty trees. But then, a figure slowly steps out from the dry brush, cloaked in black, hunched over, and clutching what looks like a walking stick. It creeps forward. One of the friends nervously jokes it might be a witch. Whether it's a twisted prank or something far stranger, one thing's clear. There's no good reason anyone should be wandering out here, alone, in the dead of night. Two friends shove a massive boulder off a cliff, expecting it to plunge straight down. Meanwhile, their third friend waits below, camera in hand, ready to capture the moment. But things take a terrifying turn.
Come on, you pussies! Oh shit! Oh! Holy shit!
Instead of falling straight, the boulder veers straight toward him. He has no time to move. Somehow, against all odds, he survives, but it's pure, heart-stopping luck. In May 2014, Malcolm Fox was enjoying a camping trip in Somerset West, South Africa, when he decided to hop on his bike for a casual ride. But what was supposed to be a peaceful outing quickly turned into a nightmare. After taking a wrong turn, Fox suddenly found himself face to face with danger.
Okay. That's all I got on me. I promise. That's all I got on me, I promise you. I won't mess around, I swear.
Footage from his GoPro captured the chilling moment. A man approached him aggressively, demanding that he hand over everything he had, but the robbers weren't finished. One thief made off with his bike while another frisked him at knife point, searching for anything else of value. What the attackers didn't realize, however, was that the entire encounter was being recorded. They never noticed the small GoPro on Fox's helmet. Thanks to the clear video evidence, authorities were able to track down and arrest the suspects. And remarkably, all of Fox's belongings were returned to him. A man walks alone down a deserted path, the trees closing in around him. Suddenly, he freezes, or someone is standing in the distance. Without warning, a blood-curdling scream rips through the air. Some viewers claim the scream sounds fake, but that doesn't explain the chilling presence of the white figure lurking ahead. A Reddit user recently shared a chilling photo taken during a camping trip in the forest, claiming to have captured the elusive Mothman. The eerie image shows a dark, shadowy figure silhouetted against a bright sky, sparking heated debates among users. Some argue it's just an optical illusion or a case of pareidolia, while others are convinced it could be the real deal, a rare sighting of the mythical creature. While camping in Turkey, a group of friends stumbled upon something chilling. From the top of a distant hill, an eerie figure emerged, casting a haunting silhouette against the landscape.
Ahmet sakın şu an her yerde çıkabilir, her an çıkabilir. Bu... Allah sanda. Nerede? Tamam gördüm bir dakika bak. Gördüm. Boynuzlara bak, tamam işte. Ahmet bu boynuzlu şaş yapar bu Ahmet. Boynuzlu şaş yapar bak. Burayı koruyan boynuzlu şaş yapar, bu çok güçlü. Çok güçlü Ahmet, sakın panik yapma bak. Başına büyük bir sıkıntı gelebilir, sakın panik yapma bak. Görüyor musun? Şu an bize bakıyor. Ve şimdi bu neydi öyle? Çıktı bu ortaya. Bu kısımla çıktı ortaya. Ama çok güçlü Ahmet. Var mı başka yerde?
As the video captures the unsettling sight, viewers can't help but wonder, is this a demonic entity lurking in the shadows, or could it simply be an animal? The mystery continues to send shivers down the spine. Jake Chairs recently turned to the internet for help unraveling a mystery. During a family camping trip, a relative snapped a photo of Jake walking up a hill. But when they looked closer, they noticed something chilling. Right beside him were two transparent figures trailing closely behind. Jake insists no one else was around, and at the time, nothing felt out of the ordinary. So, what exactly did the camera capture? While the family was enjoying a stay at their cabin in California, their trail camera captured something chilling. As the homeowner rummaged through the trunk of his car, a ghostly figure emerged from the woods behind him. The figure, eerily human-like, crept closer, crouched low behind the car, and then vanished without a trace. Unaware of the haunting presence just feet away, the homeowner carried on as if nothing had happened. It wasn't until he reviewed the footage later that night that the true horror sank in and it left him shaken. A group of friends was enjoying a camping trip when they decided to take a swim in the ocean. At first, everything seemed perfectly normal, just another refreshing dip. But suddenly, panic broke out on the shore. His friends started frantically shouting for him to get out fast. They had spotted something he hadn't. Confused and scared, he swam harder, desperate to reach safety. That's when he saw it. A massive shark gliding through the water just feet away from him. Miraculously, he made it out unharmed, but it was a swim he would never forget. Lucky Beautiful Tafuntone83 recently shared a chilling experience from a haunted house tour at Plasteg in North Wales. While exploring the eerie estate with her cousin and father, she kept her phone at the ready, hoping to capture any supernatural activity. Suddenly, through her camera lens, she spotted a pale figure lurking behind a tree, causing her to freeze in terror. But when she looked up with her own eyes, the figure had vanished without a trace. She also noted that the road outside the mansion has a dark reputation, often linked to strange hauntings and a string of car accidents, fueled by the legend of the Grey Lady. Although Place Teg is now closed to the public, she admits she's still eager and a little nervous to return to the haunted grounds. A Reddit user, curious but skeptical, decided to camp overnight at the infamous Skinwalker Ranch, a hotspot for paranormal activity. Even during the day, they couldn't shake an eerie feeling that clung to the air. But as night fell, the tension thickened. Suddenly, they heard branches snapping just outside their tent. Grabbing their phone to use as a flashlight, they caught a glimpse of something unsettling lurking at the edge of the darkness. The chilling sounds and shadowy figure were enough to send them packing in a panic. Did they come face to face with something not of this world? While on a camping trip, Reddit user Devour Hearts shared a photo that left their family stunned. Their parents had been driving along gravel roads, frequently stopping to snap shots of anything that caught their eye. One photo revealed something chilling, a white silhouette of a woman standing near a barn. At first glance, it looked like an overexposed figure captured by accident, but according to the Redditor, no one was there when the photo was. Olive for Life recently took a solo trip to the infamous Hampstead House in Connecticut, and what they captured has left the internet buzzing. In the photo, a faint, eerie figure can be seen, sparking debate. Is it a genuine ghost sighting or just a clever camera trick? Given Hampstead House's long-standing reputation for ghost stories, the image feels all the more chilling. Some viewers are convinced it's real proof of the supernatural, while skeptics argue it's just an illusion. As for Olive, they believe they may have photographed the spirit of a young colonial girl still lingering within the historic home. While hiking on Vashon Island, this man stumbled upon something truly bizarre. A tree that had grown around an abandoned bicycle. Over the years, the tree slowly swallowed the bike, lifting it high off the ground as it expanded. Imagine how incredible it would have been to watch a time-lapse of nature's slow but unstoppable takeover. While hiking near an old cemetery in Indonesia, a man decided to set up a trail camera, hoping to catch some wildlife. But when he later reviewed the footage, he found something he couldn't explain. In the dead of night, a strange figure dressed in white emerged, gliding eerily through the darkness. Without warning, it paused, then shot straight up into the sky, disappearing in an instant. Some swear it was a ghost, while others dismiss it as an elaborate hoax. Yet to this day, no one has been able to explain what happened that night. A Reddit user recently shared a bone-chilling experience from a late-night visit to the eerie Pioneer West Tower during the height of the COVID lockdown. At around 1 a.m., they snapped a photo of the 19th century structure, only to later spot something deeply unsettling. A faint, human-like figure lurking near a tree. What makes it even more disturbing? Just behind the apparition lies a forgotten graveyard, the final resting place of pioneers who died building the tower. But the story doesn't end there. The memory still haunts the user, especially after a close friend who was with them that night passed away unexpectedly just 1 year later. A group of friends on a trip to Alaska snapped a photo to remember the moment and later posted it on Reddit. According to the original poster, everyone present was accounted for when the picture was taken. But when they zoomed in on the background, they noticed something deeply unsettling. A pale gray face with glowing eyes staring back at them. One commenter tried to rationalize it, suggesting it might be a piece of gear with reflective buttons that just happened to look like a face. That sounds logical, except that the Redditor wasn't convinced. They claimed they checked all their equipment right after spotting the anomaly and found nothing that could explain the eerie figure. So, was it just a trick of the light? Or did they unknowingly capture something not of this world? On July 12, 2023, a group of backpackers was scaling the steep trails of China's Ham Mountain when disaster nearly struck. Just 2 meters from the ground, one woman lost her grip and slipped. In a heart-stopping moment, she plummeted only to be caught just in time by fellow hikers below, narrowly escaping serious injury. The close call has sparked serious concern among the mountain's facility managers, who are now considering shutting down that particular route. In its place, they're recommending a safer alternative trail to ensure future adventurers can enjoy the climb without risking their lives. While driving home from a remote mountain area, a Reddit user decided to snap a quick photo to share with friends later. But when they looked at it more closely, something caught their eye. A strange, eerie figure near an old house. Was it a trick of the light? Someone caught mid-motion? Or something far more unsettling? Whether it was a supernatural presence or just an oddly timed shot, one thing's for sure. The photo left them with more questions than answers. Reddit user Lucky Beautiful Thoughts 2083 recently shared a chilling experience from a haunted house tour at the eerie Spine-tingling mansion in North Wales. While exploring the grounds with her cousin and father, she kept her phone ready, hoping to catch a glimpse of something supernatural. And then, it happened. Through her camera lens, she spotted a pale, ghostly figure lurking behind a tree. Frozen in fear, she lowered her phone to look with her own eyes, only to find the figure had vanished. She later explained that the road outside the mansion has a dark reputation, known for frequent hauntings and mysterious car accidents, including the legend of the Grey Lady. Though Spine-tingling is now closed to the public, she admits she's still eager to return and uncover more of its haunted secrets. Around 5 a.m., a Reddit user's security camera captured something truly eerie. The motion sensor was triggered by what looked like a ghostly figure gliding into view. Some Redditors claim it's a full-body apparition, while others think there's a more logical explanation. The clip is grainy and short, leaving room for speculation, but seriously, what else could it be? A Reddit user recently shared a chilling photo from their backpacking trip deep in the forest. At first glance, it seemed like nothing, until the group took a closer look and felt a cold shiver crawl down their spines. The eerie figure captured in the photo wasn't part of their group, and no one remembered seeing her during the hike. Call it a glitch, a ghost, or just a trick of the light. But I don't know about you, that's not a bug. A Reddit user recently posted a spine-chilling video of a group of boys hiking at night. As they made their way down a dark, forested trail, they spotted something unsettling.
Tollison? You're not cold? You're crazy, my guy. You scaring people like that.
Yeah, it's just energy, bro.
Just get out, bro.
Just get out.
Fucking drugs brought you, my nigga.
My nigga's naked. Oh, shit. Oh!
A man standing motionless in a freezing river. He just stood there, eerily still, as if he belonged to the darkness around him. Suddenly, without warning, the man began walking toward them. Panic set in. The boys bolted, their laughter quickly turning into terrified screams. Was it just an odd encounter with someone who didn't mind the cold? Or was there something much darker lurking beneath the surface? 4 years ago, a Reddit user known as Swedish Blueberries posted a seemingly ordinary photo from a night out in the park with a friend. The image, originally shared on Instagram, went unnoticed at first, until a friend left a comment that sent chills down everyone's spine. Upon closer inspection, they noticed something odd in the background, a mysterious figure. Initially, they thought it might be a ghost, but the user quickly admitted that given their alcohol-fueled state at the time, it could just as easily have been a person. What makes the photo even more unsettling is the fact that the figure appears to be completely unclothed, leaving everyone to wonder, was it a real person or something far more supernatural? A Reddit user shared an intriguing photo with an eerie twist. His friend, a former US Army soldier, had married a Korean woman while stationed in South Korea back in 2002. Fast forward a decade, and the couple decided to revisit the Camp Casey area. During their trip, they snapped some photos, but one shot stood out for an unusual reason. In the upper left corner of the picture, a mysterious figure resembling a soldier could be seen standing. The couple was baffled, as no one was around when the photo was taken. Was it a glitch? Or could it be something far more chilling? The ghost of a fallen soldier, still wandering the grounds. A young woman was out for her usual late-night walk in the woods with her dog, enjoying the calm of the dark, quiet path. As she strolled along, she casually shifted the camera to the side. Then, out of nowhere, it happened.
Come on.
Standing next to a tree, barely visible in the darkness, was a shadowy figure in dark clothing, just watching her. Her dog seemed to sense something off long before she did, abruptly halting and staring intently in the figure's direction, its hackles raised. Unaware of the danger, she urged Bruce forward, but when the camera swung back, the figure had vanished without a trace. They continued their walk, but after seeing the footage, it's hard to imagine her venturing back into those woods anytime soon. A family was out hiking in the wilds of Australia, excited to wrap up their adventure and head home. But as they approached their car, one of them reached for the door handle until something caught their eye just in time. Tucked right inside the handle, casually chilling, was a massive furry huntsman spider. Thankfully, they spotted it before making contact. While a huntsman bite isn't usually life-threatening, it's far from pleasant, bringing on intense pain and swelling. Moral of the story? In Australia, always double-check your door handles. 2 American tourists were soaring over the stunning landscape of Mendoza, Argentina, when disaster suddenly struck mid-air. Realizing something was off, the pilot immediately made a bold decision to attempt an emergency landing. But things quickly took a turn for the worse. The helicopter flipped sideways in a heart-stopping crash. Miraculously, everyone walked away without serious injury, no hospital visits required. But the terrifying experience? It left a mark that won't be forgotten anytime soon. Reddit user shared a wild story about being outside near their house with their dad when they noticed something strange happening in the sky. Freaked out, they were hoping for answers before lightning struck their house.
Wow. Can you explain it again since I'm filming?
This lightning's been going on for like a half an hour, just like it is, just one after another, after another, after another. I don't hear any thunder or anything. It's just a lot of lightning going on.
Do you guys happen to know what this could be? Cause we sure as heck don't. And
could this just be a regular thunderstorm? Or is something bigger about to unfold? Does anyone have an explanation? A man was walking home alone. Everything seemed perfectly normal until something unsettling happened. For nearly 20 minutes, this eerie laughter echoed through the trees, growing louder and more sinister as if something or someone was drawing nearer. It started about 200 feet away, then 300. The man was left frozen, unsure of what he was hearing. Was it just some wild animal? Or could it have been something far more terrifying? Something cryptid? No one knows for sure. A doorbell camera at a remote forest cabin has captured something truly eerie. Take a look at this footage. In the clip, you can just make out a shadowy figure riding a horse. At least that's what it looks like. Some say it's a supernatural apparition, while others argue it's just a camera glitch. But here's where things get even stranger. Another animal appears, completely different from the first shadowy figure, right beside it. So, what exactly did this camera catch? While out on a birthday hunting trip, the celebration took a chilling turn. Deep in the forest, they spotted something that still haunts their memories. A dark figure standing eerily still across the road, silently watching them. It didn't move, didn't flinch, just stared. After scouring the internet for answers, they found nothing that matched what they saw. No legends, no local lore, nothing. So, they gave it a name themselves, the Ghoul. What or who they encountered that day remains a terrifying mystery. While scouting a wooded area for a potential hunting spot, Reddit user CakeTheLegend69 was snapping a few photos, just a casual exploration. But when she reviewed the images later, something chilling stood out. A shadowy figure lingering in the distance. What made it even more unsettling? Every member of her group was behind her at the time, exploring different parts of the forest. So, whoever or whatever that was, it wasn't one of them. Things got even creepier when they learned the forest once held an old logging town that mysteriously vanished without a trace. All that remains are 13 forgotten graves with weathered headstones, slowly being swallowed by time. The eerie photo left people wondering, had she captured something paranormal on camera? Or is there a more rational explanation lurking beneath the mystery? A Reddit user recently shared a spine-tingling trail cam photo that's sending chills down the internet's spine. The image shows two eerie, human-like figures seemingly hovering above the forest floor, an unsettling sight that locals claim are the infamous tree people, ghostly apparitions said to haunt the woods. Known for its long history of paranormal activity, the area's haunted reputation only deepens the mystery behind this haunting capture. Reddit user Sagfo captured a spine-tingling moment during a late-night walk through the forest just after 2 a.m. In the eerie clip he shared, unsettling screams echo through the trees. Listen closely. Are they the cries of a wild animal, a desperate person, or something even more terrifying? Whatever it was, it sent Sago running for his life, and he's sworn off nighttime forest walks for good.
While playing with their 4-year-old son, a Reddit user experienced a chilling encounter they'll never forget. In the distance, they spotted a mysterious figure standing completely still for 2 eerie minutes until it suddenly shifted to the left. Alarmed, they kept a close watch while dialing the police, but things took an even more terrifying turn when they realized who or what they were looking at. The infamous window ear guy. Who is this unsettling figure, and what could they possibly want from this family? Authorities were left stunned when they stumbled upon young children abandoned inside a car, deep in the woods, with no guardian in sight.
Sheriff's office!
Watch down. I got up. Yep. Little one. Two little ones. Side of the car. One kid going. Got him. Can't believe this. Hi, little guys. This is freaking horrible. You know, already I'll get DHS now here. We want medical too. Yeah, if we can secure. I don't like this, dude. I can get cop walk and research. Let's secure them in our cars. Yeah.
But instead of an adult response, the chilling sound of children crying filled the air. As officers cautiously approached, the grim reality sank in.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know. I know. Do you want out? Here, I'll get it for you. You want it? You want to come out?
Beneath their calm exterior, the officers were horrified. Who could leave these kids out here, alone and helpless? Immediate action was taken. DHS and medical teams were called to the scene, ensuring the children received urgent care. Reports later confirmed they had been stranded for 2 hours before being found. The ordeal began with domestic disturbance, during which a man fled the scene taking the children with him. Now under state protection, these innocent kids can now only hope for the love and support they desperately need. What could drive someone to abandon children in such a terrifying situation? Authorities continue their investigation, but one thing is certain: these officers may have prevented a devastating tragedy. During a trip in 2012 or 2013, a group of friends decided to spice things up with a Halloween ghost tour at Concordia Cemetery. As they took a break, they wandered ahead to snap a group photo, with their tour guide capturing the moment. Later that night, while reviewing the pictures, one friend's sister noticed something chilling. An eerie figure wearing a hat walking past them. No one had seen anyone there at the time. Overcome with fear, she insisted they leave immediately. When they got home, she showed the unsettling image to the group, and from that moment on, they swore off ghost tours forever. Was it just a passerby they somehow missed? Or did they capture something far more unexplainable? While reviewing his trail camera footage, a hunter from Virginia stumbled upon something truly baffling. The eerie image captured what some believed to be a ghostly child. Or perhaps even an unknown creature lurking in the woods. Skeptics dismiss it as nothing more than a trick of the moonlight, but others aren't so convinced. Could this be undeniable proof of the paranormal, or just a haunting illusion? While hiking for miles behind a secluded farmhouse deep in Vermont's Green Mountain National Forest, a man stumbled upon something eerie. A series of perfectly shaped circles in the snow above a frozen pond. The formations were unnervingly precise, leaving him questioning their origin. Were they a natural phenomenon, animal tracks, or something far more mysterious? One theory suggests they could result from deer or moose stepping through the icy snow, causing the area to melt and refreeze into these distinctive shapes. But is that the real explanation? Or are these formations a clue to something we've yet to understand? While strolling alone near a cemetery, someone snapped a photo only to be shocked by what they saw. A dark, shadowy figure loomed behind a gravestone. The uploader swears they were completely alone then, sparking a heated debate online. Could this be proof that spirits linger in graveyards, making ghostly encounters more common? Or did they simply overlook a passerby in the eerie setting? Was this a true apparition, or just a chilling coincidence? On February 4th, 2013, a chilling video surfaced on YouTube, posted by Maid Addison. She and her friends had been exploring the Umatilla Indian Reservation in eastern Oregon when they captured something truly unsettling on camera.
These guys are braver than me.
Although they were familiar with the area, the eerie sounds echoing through the night left them baffled. Some speculated it could be foxes or coyotes, but local legends tell of far stranger things lurking in the dark. Whatever the source, one thing is certain. Hearing that sound in the middle of the woods is the stuff of nightmares. While hiking the Goldenrod Trail Loop at the University of North Florida, Reddit user PhoenixFire decided to test out their new Polaroid camera. One of their shots captured a dead-end sign marking a trail leading to the highway. But when they developed the photo, something chilling appeared, a shadowy figure standing beside them, something they hadn't seen in person. Was this an eerie paranormal presence, caught on film, or just a trick of the light playing mind games? A spine-chilling photo from Oakwood Cemetery in Spartanburg, South Carolina, also known as Hell's Gate, has sent shivers down the spines of paranormal enthusiasts. Shared by a Reddit user, the eerie image appears to capture a ghostly childlike figure lurking among the graves. With Oakwood's dark history and countless eerie legends, many believe the cemetery is a magnet for restless spirits. While ghost hunters are convinced this is yet another sign of supernatural activity, skeptics argue it's nothing more than a trick of the light and shadows. Regardless of the truth, the photo has only added to Hell's Gate's sinister reputation as one of South Carolina's most haunted locations. This mind-boggling TikTok video from MacGyver Box has left viewers scratching their heads.
Vea, muchachos, vea, los que no creen en los duendes, vea. Vean un duende, vea. Un duende, me acabo de...
The clip captures a tiny, mysterious figure moving in an eerily unusual way. Some believe it could be a duende, a mischievous mythical spirit, while others insist it's just a trick of camera perspective. But here's the weird part. The figure looks completely human, just way too small. How is that even possible? While stealth camping in the forest, YouTuber Aquachigger spotted something unusual.
See, this is all chopped down. This is a tree someone chopped up. That's a, you know what that is? That's a homemade machete. It's like a thin piece of steel. Makes me wonder, makes me kind of assume anyway, that this is probably a veterans camp.
A blue tarp in the distance. The nearest town was miles away, though a shopping center sat about half a mile from his location. As he trekked through the woods, his eyes locked onto movement near the tarp. At first, he assumed it was just a deer, but as he got closer, the real discovery unfolded. An abandoned campsite. Scattered around were tools, a duffel bag, and remnants of what used to be a makeshift shelter. The setup hinted at two possibilities: a homeless veterans camp or a hidden grow operation. Either way, the eerie disarray raised unsettling questions. A single footprint, aged but still visible, suggested recent activity. Among the scattered belongings, Aquachigger noticed a sprung trap, likely forgotten, a cruel fate for any animal that might have wandered in. Then came the strangest find of all, an electric tool, something no one would logically haul into the deep woods unless they had plans to return. The campsite's state left him uneasy. Had the person been forced to flee? Was someone still lurking nearby? Had he unknowingly camped just a short distance from this strange site for days? Though tempted to investigate further, an instinctive chill ran down his spine. He decided to leave it undisturbed, carrying with him more questions than answers. Reddit user SmoothGap5831 was enjoying a solo camping trip when they stumbled upon something truly eerie. While taking a break for a smoke, they noticed a shadowy figure standing just off the trail. Was it a ghostly apparition, a mysterious stranger lurking in the woods, or just a trick of the light, created by shadows and twisted tree formations? With the poor lighting and distance, the truth remains unsettlingly unclear, but the image they captured has left the internet buzzing with speculation. A man was taking a late-night stroll when he suddenly heard the chilling sound of a woman sobbing. Yet as he looked around, there was no one in sight. Calling out into the darkness, he searched for the source only for a shadowy figure to suddenly crawl toward him at an unnatural speed. Heart pounding, he turned and ran.
No mames, miren esa madresota. No mames. ¿Quién eres, güey? No mames, ¿quién eres? Ay, capaz, hijo de su puta madre. No mames, güey. No mames, güey. Puta madre. Oh, hijo de la chingada. Ay, cabrón. No mames, ¿qué es esa madre?
In Mexico, the legend of La Llorona, the wailing spirit, has terrified people for generations. Her ghostly cries match the tale. But there's one problem. La Llorona is usually seen as a spectral woman, not a crawling creature. So what did this man encounter? Some believe it wasn't La Llorona at all, but something far more sinister. A skinwalker, using its eerie mimicry to lure him in. 3 friends set out for a camping trip in the forest, capturing memories along the way. But one photo they took that night sent chills down their spines. In the image, 2 of them are seen sitting near the crackling campfire, yet something eerie lurks behind them. 2 ghostly figures appear in the background, one seemingly resting a hand on a friend's shoulder. The friends swear they are alone. Some speculate it's just a trick of the camera, perhaps long exposure or smoke playing tricks on the lens. But others aren't so sure. Was it a simple glitch or proof of something truly paranormal? While camping in the forest of Leominster, Massachusetts, a man heard something unusual rustling in the trees. Curious, he grabbed his camera and started recording, only to capture something truly bizarre.
What the fuck is that? Oh my god.
A small brown ape-like figure darted through the branches at incredible speed. Leominster isn't known for having wild apes, which makes this 2015 footage even more mysterious. Some believe it could be a baby Bigfoot, while skeptics insist it's just someone in a suit. One thing's for certain, the clip has left viewers questioning what lurks in those woods. Reddit user Tara Yee was exploring the Stump House Tunnel in South Carolina with friends and family when they captured a chilling photograph just as they exited. The image appears to show a man in a suit and top hat walking alongside a woman in a dress and sandals, an oddly out-of-place sight for the modern setting. According to Tara Yee, no one else was around at the time, making the mysterious figures even more unsettling. While some speculate it could be a trick of the light or a camera glitch, the eerie apparitions continue to raise more questions than answers. After hearing eerie rumors from a mysterious stranger in Gettysburg, 2 friends set out on a late-night investigation. For 20 minutes they waited in silence until they finally captured what they came for.
Holy crap. Down by the canyon, you see that?
Oh, what is that?
Wait, shit. Oh my god. Is it?
No way. What is that?
I have no friggin' idea.
Did you get that on the camera?
It's recording.
Oh my gosh, did you see that?
Did you, honestly?
I wouldn't believe it unless we recorded it.
Right before their eyes, a faint ghostly figure emerged beside the cannon, only to vanish into thin air moments later. In 2011, a hiker embarked on a heart-pounding journey along Spain's infamous Caminito del Rey, capturing footage that would leave anyone's palms sweating. The narrow walkway, once known as the world's most dangerous path, clung precariously to the cliffs near Malaga, with crumbling stairs, missing handrails, and a sheer 330-foot drop into the river below. It was a daredevil's dream and a nightmare for anyone afraid of heights. Originally built in the early 20th century for hydroelectric workers, the walkway had deteriorated so badly by 2006 that much of it had collapsed, leaving behind only rusted steel beams and fragile safety wires. Yet despite the life-threatening risks and several recorded fatalities, thrill seekers continued to test their luck, lured by the solitude, breathtaking views, and sheer adrenaline rush. Fortunately, a full restoration in 2015 brought the path back to a much safer state, making it accessible to visitors without the looming fear of disaster. As for the hiker who filmed that harrowing journey, they made it through unscathed, but looking at those crumbling paths, it's chilling to think how easily their adventure could have taken a deadly turn. While exploring the eerie Holesmith Cemetery in Oakland National Forest, a ghost hunter captured something truly bizarre. In one photo, a shadowy apparition mysteriously appeared, but in the very next shot, taken just moments later, the figure has completely vanished. Is this undeniable proof of the paranormal? Or is there a logical explanation behind the chilling sightings? While recording a podcast in the woods with friends, the group started discussing their futures.
What are you gonna be doing, dog?
I'll be close to retiring, I said. I don't know, dude. That's gonna be me, dude. I can't see myself doing.
But their casual chat took a chilling turn when they noticed something unsettling.
Guys, there's a little jiggling going on with our doorknob. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know who that is, or if I call my dad, I know we're not going upstairs. That's for sure. I'm hoping he's going away. This is the third time he's done that. Let's go. I don't think he's still here. He's been just walking around. Dude, I don't know if we can really even see him.
Oh my.
Oh, you can kind of see him. Oh God. Yeah, no, there he is. That's a little scary for us tonight. My dad is not home. I don't know if I call him or what, but...
A faint jiggling at the doorknob. This wasn't the first time. Whoever it was had been lurking around, and the group hoped they would just go away. But when they peeked outside, they spotted a shadowy figure moving near the house. Things escalated when later that night, they saw the same eerie figure walking along the highway.
There he is. There he is. Oh, there he is. God. That's creepy.
What the heck, dude?
Whoa. Okay, dude, we'll spin around once more, see him. Alright, we're gonna back up. This is kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Never in my life, I don't know what.
Dude, and there's no.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm glad he left. We're going to my buddy.
Commentator later pointed out something chilling. The shadowy figure in the footage looked eerily similar to the person they'd seen on the road. When a Redditor confirmed it was the same individual, the real question became clear. Was this just a prank? Or did this mysterious stranger have far more sinister intentions? A trail camera set up to capture wildlife ended up recording something truly eerie. The footage shows 3 deer grazing peacefully until something stirs behind the trees. One of the deer seemed to notice it, its head snapping toward the movement. But what makes this even more unsettling is the figure itself. Some believe it could be a person or a cryptid, while others, including me, suspect something far more supernatural. Its almost transparent appearance sends chills down your spine. Unfortunately, the footage is too grainy to reveal the truth, leaving the mystery unsolved. This eerie tale comes from a Reddit user who shared a chilling family mystery passed down by their grandmother. Back in the 1980s or 90s, while returning from a shopping trip with her brother, the grandmother spotted a mysterious woman in a white dress standing by the roadside. Strangely, her brother who was driving saw nothing, even though they were moving at a fast pace. Fast forward to 2009 and the mystery deepened. While flipping through old family photos, the user stumbled upon a peculiar image. Their cousin standing in a garden, with the same woman in white lurking in the background. Yet the user's father, who took the photo, swore there was no one else there at the time. Given that the family cottage is surrounded by a dense forest and open fields, the presence of this spectral figure remains an unsettling enigma. While staying at an Airbnb, one night took a chilling turn when they spotted something unusual lurking in the backyard. Grabbing a camera, they captured a dark figure with glowing eyes, an image that has since fueled intense debate online. Some believe it's nothing more than a hoax or a cleverly staged stunt, while others are convinced it could be something far more sinister. Sure, the glowing eyes might belong to an animal, but the figure's unmistakably human shape adds an unsettling layer to the mystery. What do you think? A trick of the light or a true paranormal encounter? In this eerie footage from California, two friends are cruising down a secluded forest trail when they spot 4 deer darting through the trees. But then what was that?
I saw 4 deer. Whoa! What was that?
What the world?
Up ahead, a massive humanoid figure emerges from the shadows. Intrigued yet uneasy, the driver presses the gas, hoping for a clearer look. As they close in, the creature becomes fully visible, and it's nothing like they expected. Before they can process what they're seeing, the figure unleashes a chilling, guttural roar, a clear warning to stay away.
Oh. I am not going in there. Whoa, let's go.
Taking no chances, the driver slams the car into reverse and speeds off, bringing the video to an abrupt end. But here's the weird part if you look closely. It almost seems like there's a zipper running down its back. Could this just be someone in a costume? Or did they stumble upon something far more mysterious? Josh and Sasha, along with their friends Steve, Toby, and Danny, set out on a hike with one goal: finding a hollow tree big enough to crawl through. After some searching, they finally stumbled upon one. The challenge? Squeezing through its narrow opening. The plan was simple: enter from the bottom and exit through the top. But there was one problem. The edges were jagged, almost barbed, making it a one-way trip.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, there's room for another shoulder here, but you've got to contort your body.
I can't even turn my head. Oh, woo. That was scary.
If you squirm, yeah, just keep pushing your feet. Do you know what Josh was doing again?
One by one, they attempted to push through the cramped tunnel of twisting wood. Then disaster. Someone got stuck.
Like, just try and get that cheek up. Yeah, that's it, that's it. Josh. Let us know if it's too painful.
Panic arose, but with teamwork and sheer determination, they all somehow managed to squeeze their way through.
Freedom! That was like 10 minutes.
What started as a simple adventure had turned into a tense, heart-pounding challenge, but in the end, they made it. Reddit user SaltyAd7827 shared a series of photos from a recent camping trip, but one image sent chills down their spine. While reviewing the pictures, they spotted a ghostly face peering out from behind a rock, something they hadn't noticed at the time. To make things even creepier, they included another photo taken just seconds apart. Where the eerie figure was nowhere to be seen. This trail camera was placed deep in a remote forest to capture glimpses of wildlife. While it did record a majestic deer, it also caught something far more chilling. A shadowy figure that appears out of nowhere and vanishes just as quickly. The most unsettling part? The deer's reaction. Its sudden shift in behavior suggests that whatever was there wasn't just a trick of the camera. It was real. While hiking down a quiet trail, two friends stumbled upon something extraordinary.
Down the trail, me, Gavin, and Greg. Say what's up, Gavin.
Hey, how you doing?
Here's Greg. What's up, Greg?
It's
He's the quiet type. We can't get him to talk. Ah, we know you, Greg. We know you. We know you.
A tree with a hauntingly lifelike grin carved into its bark. But even he couldn't look away from the eerie face staring back at them from the tree. It was almost too perfect, as if someone was trapped inside trying to break free. Was this a bizarre act of nature, or had someone deliberately carved the unsettling expression into the wood? A guy was camping in the woods when he noticed something moving nearby. He grabbed his camera and flashlight and recorded this giant creature walking by. That was where the footage stopped, which left many people questioning what happened next. While hunting in the dense forest of the Pacific Northwest, a man suddenly heard eerie, unsettling sounds that sent a chill down his spine. Grabbing his camera, he began recording, hoping to capture whatever was making the noise. Then, through the thick trees, he caught sight of something strange. A tall figure, its body cloaked in a mass of thick hair, blending almost perfectly with the forest. As it moved, it let out disturbing sounds that heightened the tension, before vanishing into the shadows of the woods. Could this been the elusive Bigfoot, finally revealed? A Reddit user, WhenAwaken420, recently shared a series of unsettling images captured outside his remote cabin in the woods. The chilling photos reveal a shadowy black figure lurking near his home, a presence that has filled him with dread. He claims this eerie entity has been lingering outside for some time now, leaving him on edge and questioning what might be watching him from the darkness. In 2012 or 2013, a group of friends decided to add some thrills to their night with a Halloween ghost tour at Concordia Cemetery. Everything was going as planned until they paused for a group photo. Their tour guide snapped the picture and they carried on, unaware of the eerie surprise waiting for them. Later that night, as they scrolled through the pictures, one friend's sister froze. There in the background was a shadowy figure wearing a hat, walking right past them. The problem? No one had seen a single soul there at the time. A wave of fear crashed over her, and she demanded they leave immediately. Back home, she showed the unsettling image to the group. The realization sank in. Either they had missed a real person in the darkness, or they had captured something unexplainable. From that night forward, they vowed never to go on a ghost tour again. Coincidence, or proof of something beyond our understanding? A Reddit user recently ventured into an abandoned town at night, expecting silence. What they encountered was downright chilling.
¿Eres una niña? Oye, güey, si oye que están hablando, güey. Oye. Oigan. Hola. Oye. Oye.
Para allá, güey. Yo lo escucho para acá, carnal.
Sí, para allá se escucha, güey. Niña, ¿puedes venir a jugar con nosotros?
Hola, Choy.
Uy, güey, me
está hablando, güey.
Está hablando, güey. No mames.
Out of the darkness, faint voices and eerie children's laughter echoed through the empty streets. But how? The town was completely deserted. Were these the lingering spirits of former residents trapped between worlds? Or was it just a trick of the night, an illusion playing with their senses? Some believe it was nothing more than a natural sound carried by the wind. But in a place so desolate, dismissing the supernatural isn't so easy. Flying down a rugged forest trail, a mountain biker was tearing through the terrain when boom.
What? Fuck off. Oh my.
Out of nowhere, a deer leaped into his path. The impact was brutal, sending the rider soaring over a bush and crashing hard, leaving him battered and his bike wrecked. Miraculously, despite the violent collision, both the biker and the deer lived to tell the tale. Two backpackers were climbing a rock when one of them slipped at a crucial moment.
Oh my nuts!
He lost his footing and ended up dangling upside down. But luckily, his climbing gear held strong, saving him from disaster. He walked away unscathed, just with a wild story to tell. A Reddit user in rural Florida was reviewing footage from their motion-activated backyard camera, normally used to capture local wildlife, when they stumbled upon something chilling. In the first image, bathed in the glow of a nearby carport light, the user is seen walking to their car, but they weren't alone. Beside them stood a tall, unidentifiable figure. The eerie part? The Redditor swears they were completely alone at the time. Just seconds later, the camera snapped another picture, but the figure had vanished, along with a strange glowing light hovering above its head. Even more unsettling, the user insists that no such light source exists in their yard. To this day, they have no explanation for what the camera captured, and they likely never will. While strolling through the woods, Mike couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. Then he spotted it, a shadowy figure lurking nearby.
Watch who's stalking who now. Who's stalking who now? Look at that. Do you see a person? Yeah, who's stalking who now?
At first glance, the man seemed ordinary, just another person in the wilderness. There was no one else around, and the way he watched Mike unblinking deliberately sent a chill down his spine.
Okay, ready? Tell me I'm crazy. Tell me I'm crazy. Tell me I'm crazy. Look at that. I'm by myself. Look at that.
Alone in the forest, the unsettling encounter left him with a single haunting question. Who was that man, and what did he want? While unwinding with a smoke atop a hill near their camp, a group of co-workers snapped photos of the breathtaking full moon. But when they reviewed the images the next day, their excitement turned to horror. A massive humanoid figure loomed in the background, too large, too unnatural to be human. Even more unsettling, it was captured on multiple devices. This wasn't their first brush with the eerie unknown. Just a year earlier, they had heard blood-curdling screams echoing through the night and glimpsed a towering white figure vanishing behind a hill. They weren't alone in their experiences. Locals have reported hearing those same terrifying screams for years. Is this the work of an urban legend, or did they stumble upon something far more sinister? A camper set up a trail camera in Anger County, expecting to capture the usual wildlife. But when he reviewed the footage the next morning, he found something far more unsettling. At exactly 8 p.m., a strange translucent figure moved through the tall grass. It had a semi-transparent humanoid form with no visible legs, an oddly small head, and an eerie deliberate posture that made it impossible to write off as a camera glitch. Even stranger, the surrounding grass remained still, yet the figure triggered the motion sensor, meaning it gave off a heat signature. Whatever it was, the sight sent a chill down his spine. A Reddit user, Olive for Life, recently took a solo trip to the eerie Hampstead house in Connecticut and captured a chilling image. The photo appears to show a faint figure lurking in the background. Whether it's a genuine ghost or just a camera trick remains up for debate. Given Hampstead House's long history of ghostly tales, the image has sparked intrigue among believers and skeptics alike. Some are convinced this is real proof of the supernatural, while others argue it's just an illusion. As for the Reddit user, they believe it could be the lingering spirit of a young colonial girl. Did you dare to watch it? If you did so and enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe.